This is video number 14 in the second series of Book 2, Essential Elements Book 2, and this is for all of the instruments. You're going to be open to page number 19. We're going to learn 89 through 91 today. And first we're going to do some reviewing of syncopation and how to count it. And I'm not going to have you play these, but you need to know how to count these. Now remember, quarter note gets a number and a te, eighth note gets a number or a te. That goes for rest and quarter rest and eighth rest as well. We always start with 1. These are all in 4/4 time. We always start with 1. This right here is an eighth note. So we start with 1, but it gets nothing else. It only gets the first half of 1. Now this is not 2. The first half of 1, here's the second half of 1. 1 te. Now quarter note gets a number and a te. It can be a te and then a number, but it needs to get 2 eighth note clicks, right? So if we're counting, it gets a number and a te, or a te and then a number. In this case, it's going to be 1 te and then 2. Now this is where people get messed up when they do this. They go, oh, 2, now go to 3. That's not correct because we've only used the first half of 2. So now we have the second half of 2. See how that works? 1 te and 2, quarter note, and then te for that eighth note. Now we have a quarter rest. So now we're on beat 3, of course, and it gets 3 and te because it's a quarter rest, a number and a te. And we have a quarter note, so that's going to get 4 and te. And we're done with that measure. Okay, I'm going to move over here for the next measure, starting back over with 1. Quarter note, so it gets a number and a te. Whoops, marker's running out. Number and a te. 1 te, this of course is 2, but it's an eighth note, so it gets nothing else. But we're not done with beat 2. Here is te. But it's a quarter note. It also needs a number. So we have 1 te, 2 te, and 3. This is not 4 because we have only used the first half of 3. Now we have the te of 3. Eighth note, it only gets a te, and then we have 4, and then we have te. Those are 2 eighth notes. Okay, moving on to the next one. Would be a good thing for you to do at this point in the video is pause the video, see if you can figure this out, and then see if you're right, okay? Because you're going to be doing worksheets and things like that, and you want to know how to do them. So it's a good way to test your knowledge on your own right here. New measure, starting over again with 1. A quarter note gets a number and a te. We're done with beat 1. Now we start 2 right here, even though it's a rest. Remember, rest can happen on the beat. Eighth rest, first half of 2, second half of beat 2. 2 and te. That's an eighth note. It only gets a te. So now we're on 3. Eighth note, it only gets a 3. What's next? Te, but also the first half of 4. Okay? And now, te of 4. Okay, so now we've got all 4 beats. 1 te, 2 te, 3 te, and 4 te. So for the last measure, we start back over with 1, and it's a quarter rest, so it gets a number and a te. We're on an eighth note, we get 2, but it doesn't get the whole beat 2. The second half of beat 2 is here. 1 te, 2 te, it's a quarter note. It also needs the first half of 3, and then te for this eighth note. And that's done there, and then quarter note 4 and te. And again, I'm not going to have you play those because that would be really complicated to play, but the more you understand how to count them, the easier they're going to be able to play when you get to those things that are that complicated. Now, remember something else about syncopation, we have to do some bow distribution things. So look at number 89 in your book. You're going to do big, little, big, because you have a half note coming up. So you've got to get to the tip of the bow. All right, so do 2/3 for the eighth note, 1/3 for the quarter note, 2/3 for the eighth note, and you'll be at the tip then, okay? All right, shadow bow 89, I'm going to turn the metronome on. And 1, fast, slow, 1 te, te, remember that? 1 te, te, 1 te, te, shadow bow 89. 1 te, te, shadow bow, and go. Fast, slow, fast, slow. If you need to pause the video, do so, practice on your own. When you're ready, play with me. 89. 1, te, 89, and go. Get to the tip of the bow. Get to the tip. Get to the tip for that half note. 1, te, 2, te, 1, te, 2, te, off. Now remember, before the half note, you've got to get to the tip. If your half note sounded gross, or if they got cut short, you probably weren't using that bow distribution method where you go all the way to the tip. Fast, slow, fast. Okay, now look at 90. This one's going to be even trickier because of the hooked bow. So you've got to use, you actually need to use like your whole bow on that 8th note down bow. Because look, you have half a count on a down bow and then basically 1.5 on an up bow. Not really because they're staccato, but still, okay? So you've got to go fast and then slow and then slow. Now within rhythm, so watch this. It's going to go slowly. And 1, te, and watch. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. The rhythm's the same as what we've been playing. 1, te, 3, te. Bow in the air with me. And 1, te, and go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, we're going to go a little slower. This speed's going to be, we're going to do 58 on the speed. On this song at 90, shadow bow number 90. 1, down, up. And 1, te, 90, and go. Down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, te. 3, te, 4, te. You might want to shadow bow that one again. Get the bowing right. Up, down, down, up. When you're ready, play with me. Get your bowing right. And 1, te, 90, and go. Down, up, down, up. Now, if you weren't able to get that bow and get that speed, you're not ready to go into 91, you need to pause the video and get 90 really good. In fact, I'd like you to get 90 going a little bit faster. That was at the speed of 58. I would like for you to be able to do 90 at like 65-ish, okay? When you can do that, you're gonna be ready for 91. All right, so here we are at speed of 66 for 91. Shadow bow. And 1, te, shadow bow, 91. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, te, 2, te, 3, te, and lift. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I would suggest that right now you pause and practice on your own. Everyone has difficulty with this one in different places. Some people have difficulty with that bowing, okay? Some people have difficulty with the last 2 measures. It just depends on you. I suggest you practice on your own. When you think you're ready, play with me. Again, the speed we're doing is 66, so if you need to practice slower and get back up to 66, that's fine. Okay, play with me when you're ready. 91. And 1, te, red, te, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, te, 2, te, 3, te, and lift. 1, te, 2, te, 3, te, 4, te, down, up. 1, te, 2, te, 3, te, off. All right, so practice those, especially 90, 91, till you can't miss it. All right, and then I feel like you'll know your syncopation really well. We're gonna, in the next video, we're gonna be skipping ahead and learning some other things. Remember, we're doing all the rhythm stuff first. It's gonna be a weird order, so don't just go to the next page. It's not gonna be next, okay? Practice these, get syncopation really good, so be ready for your next video.